Hello and welcome back to Iconic Motorbikes for another episode of the Shop Walk. It is Thursday, August 21st, and things are humming along here. I'm gonna start up front. We'll make our way through the building and then end up in the shop, of course. But I just wanna show you a little bit of what's going on in the front of house. So every once in a while we see bikes that come in and out, whatever you want to call it, every few times. This bike originally came to us, I don't know, 3 years ago or so, out of a collection from South Africa. And then the gentleman in Orange County that bought it from us, it wasn't nearly as nice as this when we sold it. I think we got something like 4 or 5 of these CB1100Rs out of South Africa, sold 2 or 3 that were in good shape, and then there were a couple left that needed some parts and that kind of thing. So we sold those off as a lot to this gentleman who turned it into this beauty. And if you know CB1100Rs, you will know that they were never officially sold in the United States. So it's cool to see one of them here. This one, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you want to call it, will not be remaining in America much longer because it's sold on our auction site to a gentleman in Australia. When it comes to exporting bikes to Australia, we generally use a couple of folks, either Bikes Abroad or West Coast shippers. Bikes Abroad, for them, we send stuff out of Los Angeles. Oh, get that man leaving. No, see you, Ollie, take care. Yeah, Bikes Abroad will send stuff out of LA, and then West Coast shippers, stuff needs to go through Oakland. So we'll see what the buyer wants to do, and then we'll make it happen. And that's gonna go off to its new home. Couple other things worth mentioning. That's a Triumph. We'll come back to it in a moment. This Ducati V4 SP, beautiful, beautiful motorcycle with basically every single upgrade possible on it. And Adam used to have one and almost tried to buy it before the auction because it's so nice. Super reasonable reserve, 22.5. It's been up on the auction site for, as the time of filming this, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, has already met reserve. That's gonna be a cool one. Other stuff right next to it that's really special, Ducati Desmosedici, obviously, low mile bike, 26 miles. That's on the classified site right now. That Yamaha R7 next to it, that has sold and is going to Florida. We've talked about both of those in the past, so I'm not gonna keep harping on them too long. Behind Riff right there in the photo studio, the Bimota YB9. We showed that in yesterday's shop walk. As I mentioned, I'm basically just showing that to prove that I'm not a liar. Yesterday I said that was gonna get photographed, and it's getting photographed. Working our way back here, of course, that awesome Nicky bike. We've talked about us going to Barber, and that'll be one of the show pieces for that for sure. That Suzuki RG500 next to you, that just sold on the auction site today. California plated, and the new owner is in California, so they'll be able to enjoy that, which is pretty cool. Okay, you may be noticing as we work our way here, you are seeing a lot of Triumphs. Tell you what, they're all very similar, so let's just come to this one if you don't mind. We'll focus on this. The folks over at Reliable Carriers brought these over, so thanks to them. But what we have here is a collection of bikes that'll be going up on the auction site very soon. These are the Triumph T120 TT Specials. So back in the day, distributors had a lot more say about what came into a country, especially when it came to British bikes exporting to America. Americans, we still have this, I don't want to say problem, but we still have this tendency as a country that the bigger is better, right? When it comes to displacement, when it comes to kind of everything, more power, more cubic inches, make the thing fast, make the thing big. A lot of European companies were kind of surprised by that back in the day. Things obviously changed. You have World War II. A lot of companies have to reset. They're just kind of building small 125s, 250s, little commuter things. But as things get back into the swing of it, people are making bigger bikes, faster bikes. And a lot of companies are making bigger versions of their bikes from home as export versions for the US. On top of that, specifically in the case of Triumph and these bikes that you see down the aisle, they have 2 importers in America. On the West Coast side, it's Johnson Motors, and the kinds of feedback that they're getting from clients are, we want bikes that are also, they're gonna do the street riding and street legal stuff, that's fine, commuting, whatever you wanna call it, but a lot of desert racing, desert sleds, and that kind of thing. People are having a lot of success with Triumphs at the time. So, Johnson Motors talks to Triumph Corporate, let's make a from the factory special to do some off-road riding. Obviously, it doesn't really look like an off-roader to us nowadays, but you have certain things in terms of higher exhaust. There's no speedometer or odometer or anything. It's just a tach. There's no lighting. It's just the number plate. And in this case, with this collection, you can actually, you can probably show this and kind of show all the number plates going. The bike was made from 1963 to 1967, very limited run. And even within those years, just a small number of each made. Some incredible human being has acquired a collection, one from each year. So that's what you're seeing here. That's what the numbers represent on the plates, the year of, so you got 63, 64 was the first one I mentioned earlier and just glossed over, but 65, 66, and then, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's 2 of the 67s. So pretty crazy collection of Triumphs that have come here, which we're very excited about. I think 3 of them already are runners and ready to go, and we're gonna talk to the seller about what they wanna do about the other 3. But yeah, if you're into vintage Triumphs, especially the special, the limited production ones, or you know someone that does, now you know where to look for them. I'm trying to think what else we got here. That 34 bike we've talked about a few times. Just a quick highlight of it because that's going to go up on the auction site probably this week, if not next week. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That Magni Australia is next to it, but I'm gonna do a separate video, I think, just dedicated to that bike because I think it's so cool. All right, continuing our way here, we're gonna find ourselves with Steve, the professor. He was working on this BMW R69 yesterday, and now he's got himself similar vintage. This is early 70s, right?
1974.
1974. Can I mic you, sir?
Yeah, you can.
We're doing accents now. He's got himself a 1974 Honda CB450 street tracker. We just got a big packet in the mail from the seller with some information on it. But what should we know about this bike, my friend? Anything to share? What are you doing?
Everything's functional now.
Okay, we like that. That's good. Does it start? I don't mean to put you on the spot. I didn't even ask you.
I mean, it probably does, but I don't have.
Yeah, you know, that's true. It's going to smoke up the entire place. So never mind. We'll save that for a future video.
Now, what happened was, when I started it the first time, we were in a hurry, and the guy didn't want a battery, didn't want to do that, just wanted to make it run. Okay. Okay, well, I know that it's going to blow all the bulbs, so I turned off the lights. Yeah. Put it in the first position, started it, it ran. You know, then he wanted to get the battery. Now that he's got the battery, I put everything back together again, fixed a couple other things, and then it was just like, oh, okay. We didn't have a neutral light. Because that was the only thing I couldn't turn off. Oh. And I was just like, oh, dude. So I just had to replace, now we got a neutral light.
Now you got a neutral light, okay. Fair enough. Well, there you go. The trials and tribulations of being the professor. This is a very cool custom bike. No front fender, but at least has a front brake.
Now it does.
Now it what do you mean now it does?
It didn't before.
Like there wasn't physically one on it, or it just wasn't working?
No, I mean, it was leaking profusely.
Wait, is this the one that the pads, or the rotor was too thick and you had to...
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay, okay.
So what we did was we got new pads, and it turns out that what he had done is when he built it, he used a way thick rotor off something else. Yeah. And unfortunately, that thick rotor with this caliper and those pads doesn't mix. Gotcha. You can't even tighten the 2 halves together and the brakes on. Okay. So I had to take the new pads and put them on a belt sander. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, got myself enough clearance. Now we got brakes. Now we got brakes. Yeah. Adam would say that brakes are for wusses, and turn signals, and a lot of anything that doesn't make you go faster. Well, I mean, but at least we got the Italian thing going. Yeah. What's it behind? It's not important. We got no mirrors. There you go. You got neck use. There you go. You had an accent at the beginning, and now you got an accent. See, you know, the man's got multiple talents. I like it. I like it. All right, sweet. So this will be, I guess you're pretty much done, or what's the plan now? Yeah, pretty much just tightening stuff up, and then I'll get it off the list. So once he finalizes this, then it's going to go join that Bimota in the photo studio. We'll get it all ready to go, and we'll see it up on the auction site. Thank you, sir. All right. Excellent. Gracias. All right. Making our way back here. Every time we do a shop walk as of late, you guys are seeing Adam doing his best contractor impression up there. What's up, Trump? Hey, yeah, it is. It is really cooking. This poor guy. Let's see. It's 100 degrees. Yep. Feels like 120. I mean, I can't tell because I was blessed with, you know. Air conditioning. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 102. Extreme warning.
Yikes. Oh, he's up there suffering so that everyone else can have shade. Meanwhile, Riff and I are walking into very nice air conditioning. Lucky, lucky us. Good to be us. All right, so let's start over here in Ollie's area. As you caught from the beginning of the video, that guy dipped out because he always starts early, 6:15 early. Okay, we talked about this yesterday, no problem. He just wheeled this NC35 to work on, so he's gonna start on that tomorrow morning. I just noticed this rubber ducky with a propeller head? I don't know. This bike's weird. I don't know what the story, we gotta figure it out because not only does it have this, you got Gumby back there hanging out in the, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what that's about and then we'll report back in a future shop walk. As a child of the 80s, I'm a big Gumby fan. All right, this thing, speaking of 80s, this is a 1980 Rickman Predator. I think most people probably know Rickman's more for the dirt bike side of things, specifically that Matisse, incredible dirt bike they made, usually with the Triumph motor in it, but they also did stuff with, gosh, Montesa motors and other things. But this is one of their few street bikes, and it's kind of bonkers. I mean, you got it, so it's a Honda motor, you got a CB900 dash up here, but it's set up very vertically, almost like you would get in a Vincent Black Shadow or something like that. Do you mind showing, if you were to vaguely be in a sitting position, just kind of the angle of the gauges there? The big highlight with Rickman's is always going to be the nickel-plated frames, so you can see aesthetically how it's different, but also just lighter weight, just way better upgrades than what the factory, the Honda frame would have been. Not the nicest tank aesthetically, but it didn't really matter because they had a one-piece bodywork thing. Oh, which is back here. Haha. Let's trade positions if you don't mind. And you can show in the fine folks. That's the bodywork for this bike, this Rickman Predator. So very cool bike, owned by one of our favorite clients. I actually don't know off the top of my head what he's planning on doing in terms of keeping it or selling it or whatever, but I've never seen one in person, so I just feel very blessed and I just think it's cool that we have something like this here. All right, let's keep it moving. Over here to Yanni, or as we sometimes call him, Yo Nathan.
Jonathan.
There you go, my friend.
Jonathan.
All right, click.
Boom, boom.
Tell the people what you are doing with this Ducati Monster. Oh, reflexes like a cat. Monster 750. This man just got a haircut. There you go. All right, what are you doing, my friend? What's going on?
Tearing it down and get into the carbs.
Okay.
We're doing carbs. We're doing battery and air filter.
And air filter.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right, fair enough.
Yes,
like I said, Monster 750, yellow if you like it. And this thing came from a dealership on the East Coast. Unfortunately, no one really knows what happened. Paperwork got lost and just sat for years. It's a 1997 model. Actually, you know what? It was made in November 1997, so it's probably a 1998 model.
98.
2,872 miles on it. And then can you show the dash? Ducati doesn't really do this anymore, but I've always found this tack kind of amusing. Like they hide the base of the needle, so all you see as it's running is just the edge of the needle, right? As it goes and does its thing. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Kind of slick, kind of cool. Yeah. You know, the Monster 900s are sort of where the value is, but this is going to go up no reserve, and someone might get a pretty cheap project. So the stuff that Yanni was just saying, it's going to need more than that to be a quality runner, including tires and some other stuff. But they're just having us do basically the minimum to show that it runs.
Yes.
You know, motor's not seized or anything like that. So we'll sell it as a runner, not a rider. And someone might get a really sweet deal if you have the ability to work on titles in your state of residence.
Good luck.
Thank you. What'd you say? Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. It's pretty clean though.
It is clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look too beat up.
Cool little Ducati L twin right there.
It'll be a nice project.
There you go. Speaking of Ducatis, over in Daniel's area, we got that Tessy 1D that we were talking about yesterday. I'm trying to think. We went over, I'd say, most of the highlights yesterday. I did mention it was a 904 SR. I didn't really explain what that meant. The original Tessy 1D had an 851 motor in it. Then they went on to the 904 SR, which basically was kind of like a bored out version of the 851. Got a couple of minor things. And then the final, I can't even say the final one, then it went to a 906 SR, and then they went to the Tessy 1D EF, which had much more rounded bodywork, kind of looked a little like a gray beluga whale. I wasn't a big fan. I think the bodywork is super cool on this. I do think the bike looks even cooler. Like this looks awesome to me.
So much better.
This is so cool the way it looks naked. I think if you're able to buy one for cheap or whatever, and like I would just try to keep it as minimal as possible. But you know, not my bike, not my money. The owner gets to do what they want. He did send us an email yesterday, and I'm not even sure if he was joking, but he sent an email that was kind of like, because you mentioned, you know, the stuff that it needs, and he went, okay, and then let's put a Desmosedici motor in it. And I genuinely don't know if he was joking or not, but I guess we'll see.
It's a little bit wider.
It's going to be a difficult thing. Obviously, that's the V4. It's going to take up more width. You're not going to be able to. I don't know. It might have just been a joke, so we'll leave it at that. But it would be very cool to do a custom Tessy. In fact, this man keeps getting on my case, rudely, I might say, because he wants to create the, what do you call it?
Oh, the Distressy?
The Distressy, that's right. This is the license plate holder for my Tessy 3D. It failed, it cracked right about here. And so Daniel has kindly welded it, and obviously it needs some repainting or whatever. But every time something breaks on my bike, he keeps telling me that he wants to just patina the heck out of it. You've had other.
It looks like an old Chevy, you know, kind of like sanded down. Body filler here and there.
Yeah, he wants to create the Distressy. So I guess if I crash mine or something, that might happen. And then also, my favorite / his dumbest idea.
Best idea.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The Tessy farthing.
The Tessy farthing. Yes, he wants to build some crazy front end with like those penny farthing bicycles.
Harley with like a 30-inch wheel for no reason in the front, but
yeah,
Tessy front end.
Like I said,
a little wheel in the back.
Like I said, dumbest idea. It's such a dumb idea. I'm gonna use 2 mics to say it was a dumb idea. Okay, but we'll see. I mean, because who knows? Maybe I total my Grom race bike and then he can do something dumb with that. Yesterday, while we were talking about some of the issues of the design of this, one of them was that unfortunately the exhaust is one piece. Well, you can see it here. It's kind of cool with the crossover and all that stuff. But to access the oil drain plug, which is vaguely around here, you have to take this off. So obviously Daniel has done that. And I'm trying to think, it's just rare to see one of these without the bodywork. So I don't have anything specific to say per se, but it's just cool to, is there anything worth showing? I mean, we talked about the shock yesterday, we talked about the steering. Just kind of cool to see this as is. If you come on this side, I mentioned that to do the battery, to replace the battery, you have to basically take off all the bodywork. You can kind of see why there. And of course the frame and all those milling mounts. Just very, very cool bike, but I don't envy whoever has to work on it. In this case, this man. I think that's it. Anything you want to add about this?
I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, every time you look at it, it's something new.
Point something out while we got you, while we're here.
I don't know, just weird quirky things. They got like Euro fuses inside of the relays with regular blade fuses over here. It's got an aftermarket rec on there. I really like the way that Bimota likes to affix their gas tanks.
Wait, here, hold this vaguely. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Little spindly rubber bands to hold your gas tank on.
What do you mean? There's just clips on the plastic of the tank?
They just kind of like wrap around. Like the front one does like this kind of thing. And there's just 2 little things on the tank that just do that.
So this bolt has nothing to do with the tank. This is for the bodywork? Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. All right.
Little foam filters, some Home Depot.
Oh, wow.
Mesh. This is really what Bimota's been doing for a long time. Like on the older bikes, you'll see this a lot.
There you go. All right, again, I didn't really have anything more to add. He obviously has more technical knowledge than I do about this kind of thing, but it's just, you never see these with the bodywork off, so why not take a little look at it? Thank you, sir. Thank you guys for watching. I think that's all I got for today's shop walk. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll see you on the next one.